been wanting to make this video for a while, but I never found the right time because I was in between moving and I'm still in between moving, and I figured if I wait another 2-3 weeks, I'm probably never going to do it. I went ahead and just recorded a video for a cream product that I've been using for about 2 or 3 months. It's been a while. If you're interested in checking that out, I just posted that video. In this video, we're gonna be I really wanted to show you guys my henna cone and what I do. This will be the 3rd time that I do it, so I don't do it very often, but I bought this henna cone back in, I want to say it was April. It is henna in a cone, that's why it's called a henna cone. I got it from Etsy, and I'll post the link down below. I want to show you guys the process of how to apply freckles. I don't have freckles, I have these things, so I don't have this at all on my face right now. I've had it in the past, but this was like 2 months ago. That was the last time that I did this. Henna, it's like a dye. You put it on your face and you let it sit there for a while. Some people even leave it overnight to have more prominent freckles, or so they can last longer. I don't really know if that works, to be honest, but what I've been doing is I will leave it on for a couple of hours, and then I start taking them off with coconut oil, and they actually send you the coconut oil, which is nice. It's in this little pink vial. When you first get it, the instructions are going to say that it needs to either defrost or you need to let it sit for a while. I didn't really understand what it meant by that because when I got it, it was obviously already defrosted. But it was a little harder than it is now. I don't know why, but I guess once I opened it, it started getting a little softer. That makes a huge difference in getting it out. First time, I had to squeeze it kind of hard. And there was this like...
That's what she said!
The henna just shot out, and I had a napkin, so because I thought that it was gonna explode or something. Okay. I really recommend you having a paper towel, or just so that like when you're squeezing it, it doesn't shoot out and land on the wall or something. You don't take this off at all. There's a needle here. This is covered by a needle. As soon as you take it out, you're gonna start squeezing it. It's probably gonna start running through. You can't really do this without a napkin because it's not gonna stop. It's the first time I was trying to close it, putting the needle back on. It kept like oozing out. So don't freak out, just clean it and then try to immediately put the needle, and even if there is excess that comes out, just push the needle all the way in and you should be fine. Once you're done using it, you put it in the freezer and you let it sit there until you want to use it again. If you're planning to use it within like a month's time, you pop it back in the freezer and then you let it defrost for however many hours, probably like a whole day. Honestly, I took this out and it's been sitting here for less than a day, but I took it out yesterday, like around 8 p.m. or something. I want to say it lasts about 2 weeks, and it depends how much stuff you put on your face, how often and how hard you wash your face. So if you're using exfoliators, it's probably not going to last as long. If you are using a lot of makeup and you're taking off that makeup with, say, this, then it's probably going to last way less time. I'm going to be putting it like in this section a little bit, and then mostly focusing on this. I know no one's gonna see my nose, but I can still take pictures. So I can put it here and it'll be right above the mask. I still want to put it on the rest of my face. I know I have, they're not freckles, at least that's what I've been told. They're moles, but I do have quite a bit, you know, like all over my face. Even here. And I have one, it's somewhere under, oh there it is. I have one there. So the first time that I realized I had one there, I was like, oh my god, I have something on my nose. And I realized it wasn't coming off, and I was like, well shit, now people are gonna think that I have something under my nose, but it's a mole, baby, it's a mole. Anyway, let's add more. So have a little cotton pad, and I have a whole bag of them in case I need it, but you take off the needle. See, you might start seeing it ooze out. See how there's like a little bit there already? So we're gonna squeeze it. Hopefully we don't have to squeeze that hard. And I'm just gonna start in my nose and then go this way, kind of like a butterfly effect, like the Snapchat filters and Instagram filters and shit. Kind of nervous about it because the last time I did it, I didn't like the way it looked up here, so I'm gonna have a picture here pulled up of someone that recently got theirs done. If you want to know who it is, her name is Alba Baptista. She plays main character for Warrior Nun. It's a new Netflix show that I watched as soon as it came out because it caught my attention, and it's so good. I highly recommend that show. She's so pretty too. She reminds me of a combination of Ellen Page, like so strongly Ellen Page, like a young Ellen Page, and Emma Watson at the same time. I'll post the picture here of her face. It's so pretty. That's what we're going for. No comparison. If you notice, she has some like on her lips too, and she's just perfect. Like there's no doubt about it. I'm gonna start on the nose. She leaves the tip blank. She leaves the tip blank and then kind of puts it like, I know they did it for her, so I'm just gonna try to mimic the picture because I thought it was beautiful. I think this is the best picture that I can look at as to what I want my freckles to be. And if I naturally had freckles, what I would have wanted them to look like. But unfortunately, I do not have freckles like that. Anyway, I have moles. On the packaging, it says that if you press on it a little bit more, the freckle will look bigger, right? So you want to do that for some areas because then it's going to look like they're all the same size and it'll look more fake. I can't type you that pretty. She's just so cute. They definitely did the butterfly thing. They even brought it up like here, like right there, and then kind of brought it down here. They put like just a few there, and then random ones like that. They did a really good job, like a really good job. It looks so natural. I have one there, and that's where I was about to put one. Let's just emphasize it there. They put some on her lips, like just above it, on her lips. And then under her nose, I got those. They do put it under her lips too. Here where her cheekbone is. I'm trying to make them look as natural as possible. It makes me really uncomfortable, like, seeing myself this way, because it almost feels like there's something pointing at my face, like lasers. She has some going up here, and I have one there too. I don't know, do you think that's good? I don't want to like put too much. I think my nose needs more. Like right here. She even has one like right there where I have a scar. She has some like on the edge of her lips. Like that. I think this one's gonna be too big. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Right now I'm just cleaning the excess that comes out. It's still coming out. See, that's what I meant about having a napkin ready. Even though it's coming out, you still gotta put it in there. And I kind of just finished pressing down on it with the towel or paper towel napkin. So now it's not coming out anymore. It's pretty much stuck. So now that I'm going to be waiting, I put the cone in the plastic baggie that it came in. Remember to put the needle back in before putting it in the bag, and then it goes in the freezer. You leave it in the freezer until you are going to use it again. So you have to let it defrost before you use it. So I recommend if you want to look super freckly and cute on Monday, take this out from the freezer on a Saturday, which is what I did in the evening, and then I let it sit. This morning, it's about to be 12. It should be just regular room temperature, and then you can apply it, and then you can just put it back in the freezer. There's obviously quite a lot still left. The price that I got it for, I think that it was really worth it. I'll put the link down below if you're interested in purchasing it. The seller of this product had very good communication. I was worried that it wasn't going to work out for me, so I messaged her and I said, hey, you know, I'm stupid. She was really helpful. She got back to me right away, but by that time that she got back to me, I had already figured out that I just needed to squeeze it. I let her know because she even offered to send me another one, and I was like, no, you're good, thank you, this worked, and I really like your product. So I definitely don't have any issues recommending her store because she is such a good Etsy seller. Like I've had some issues with some Etsy sellers before. When it comes to stuff like this, it's gonna be on your face and you don't know what it's gonna look like. She has my trust. I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you guys want to try something else out, there's not much to do these days. I mean, we can't go to a lot of places, and if we do, we have to wear a mask. So if you want to just add a little something to your day, you know, because you can wear makeup, of course. I still do wear makeup sometimes, but we are wearing a mask most of the time if we are going anywhere. So this is just a little something that you can add to your face that gives you more of like a pop. I don't know. I've always really liked Freckles, and as you can see, I have a lot of moles, so it's nothing that's like it's not too out there, and if it is, who gives a shit? I tend to be really out there with my looks. Clearly, I'm not a natural redhead. But it makes me happy, you know? You should do stuff that makes you happy. There's a lot of negativity in the beauty community on YouTube. Granted, I feel like there's negativity everywhere in like all of the communities on YouTube. It's hard to avoid, but I know that there are some of us who really just want to look pretty and have fun doing it and not try to harm anyone in the process, but people are gonna have their opinions about whatever it is. Just you, man, just you. Oh, that's right, I'm not done filming yet because I still need to wait and I still need to show you what it looks like after. So I'll see you back here in a few hours. It's been 4 hours now. We are going to start taking off the henna. You can see it looks just like, it's just dry now. You'll feel like a little texture if you put your fingers over it. I have my cotton rounds. I'm going to grab one. This is the coconut oil that I was talking about. This is what comes in the actual kit. So what I do is, instead of putting it on this, because it tends to grab onto the cotton and not distribute as much coconut oil as you really need, so I put it on my face to loosen up the henna. You'll see how much easier it makes it to take off. It's already coming off. I've never tried this pattern before. The first time I focused more on this area. The second time I decided to add some freckles here, which I didn't like too much. And this time I decided not to do that much here, but rather make it look more sporadic across my forehead and focus more on this area because I feel like that's the most complementary area for me, but we'll see what it looks like. Show you again tomorrow. I noticed that if you let a day go by, it starts to get a little darker. So right now you can't really tell that much, but tomorrow they will be a little bit more prominent. From thereafter, it doesn't keep developing, if that makes sense. It just, for me, it's taken like a day to actually start to show up on my face. But after that first day, after having them, they don't get any darker than what you see. So I would say give it like a day so it's not progressively getting darker except for that first day. So this is what it looks like right now. And I only left it on for 4 hours. Some people leave it on overnight. Some people leave it on for 6-8 hours. Normally I would want to leave it overnight, but I wanted to show you guys today in this daylight, and yeah, it's still cute. We'll see what it looks like tomorrow. Video, don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, And if you can, and if you are willing, the share button, it really helps my channel out. If there's anything good that can come out of this year, I hope that it is to get at least 1,000 subscribers. So if you can, share my video, and if you would like, comment. In a few hours, I'm gonna be recording another video, and this one is even more exciting. Like, it just progressively gets more exciting as we go.